When I first started telling jokes, I made $25 a night. The first year in comedy, I made $3,000. The third year, I made about $7,200. I became homeless. I lived in a car for 3 years because I wasn't making enough money. But guess what? I kept telling them $25 jokes till they started paying me $250 a night. I kept telling them $25,000 jokes till they started paying me $75,000 a night. Them the same $25 jokes. They ain't nothing but English. I just kept repetition over and over and over. I turned them jokes into an empire. I turned them jokes into funds. My grandkids ain't got to worry about nothing. You are sitting on an empire. You are worth millions. You're sitting on money, man. That's how you get rich. Take something, a $10 idea, and just do it. And keep praying about it. Keep asking God for strength when it looked like you ain't gonna make it. When I was homeless, it looked like I wasn't gonna make it. I kept praying about it. I kept leaning on my mama. She said, he didn't bring you this far to leave you. You know, I could have gave up a long time ago. I just kept fighting. God is gonna come through and do what he say he gonna do, but you got to give him something to work with. I dare you to try. I dare you to take your gift and do it over and over and over. Your gift. If you do that, God will change your life.
Now, how do you hang in there during the hard, difficult times, Les? You must have faith. You've got to believe in your abilities, your ideas, unquestionably. You've got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. So how long you been working on this? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People are going to do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. You got to keep on watering your dream. And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look, hey man, you know, I know you could do it. Look, you got a job here. See, during those hard times, when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. The kind of person you become, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
If you're going to fulfill your destiny, you have to have a made-up mind that no matter what comes against you, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you are not going to stay down. You're not going to get soured on life. You're going to keep pressing forward, looking for your next victory. The people that succeed are not necessarily the most talented, they are the most determined. When they fail, they don't see that as final. They learn from it and try again. And in life, there's always something coming against us. Disappointments, unfair situations. And too many people just give up and think, well, it just wasn't meant to be. No, if you're going to experience God's best, you have to have a backbone made of steel. You have to have a warrior mentality. Your attitude should be, if I have to stand in faith my whole lifetime, I am not going to give up on what God has put in my heart. When you have your mind made up that you're going to outlast anything that comes against you, then no person, no setback, no betrayal, all the forces of darkness cannot keep you from your God-given destiny. God did not create us to give up when it gets hard. He made us as more than conquerors. You have victory in your DNA. You've been anointed to make it through difficult times. No matter how long it takes or how difficult it is, when it's all said and done, you'll be able to say, I'm still standing. I've still got a smile on my face. I know I am a victor and not a victim. The right spirit is to say, yes, I'm having some big challenges, but I know I serve a big God. So I'm not going to sit around depressed and defeated, thinking about what didn't work out. No, I've got a destiny to fulfill. I know I've been armed with strength for every battle. That's a right spirit. But some of you today, you've allowed your circumstances to push you down. Now you're tempted to give up on what God's placed in your heart. But I'm asking you to dig your heels in and say, no, I will not give up on my dreams. I will not give up because somebody did me wrong. I will not give up because it's taken longer than I thought. I'm going to become everything God's created me to be, and I'm going to have everything God intended for me to have. As long as God has given me breath to breathe, I'm going to keep pressing forward, believing for His very best. I don't understand why this has happened to me. Why was I raised in a negative environment? I don't know why, but I do know this. Nothing that has happened to you can keep you from your God-given destiny. You can take the hand you've been dealt and win with it. God would not have allowed it unless He had a divine purpose. And if you will shake off the self-pity, then God will not only bring you out, but He's promised He will bring you out better off than you were before. I have a friend that's had cancer 3 times. I've never once seen him down and defeated. He has this never say die attitude. He's not focused just on what medical science says. He's focused on what God says. His attitude is, this too shall pass. It's not permanent. It's only temporary. Sickness cannot stay in my body. I'm a temple of the Most High God. He has this holy determination. No matter how long it's taken, he's unshakable, immovable. He's got a made-up mind. Most people, while they're waiting to take the treatment, they just relax, take it easy to get prepared. Not this young man. Every day he'd go out and work out, run. All the while he was envisioning himself healthy and whole. And today he's totally healthy and whole, completely cancer-free. You've got to have a never say die attitude. There may be some bumps along the way. Every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. And if you will stay in faith, God will turn every battlefield into a blessing field. You may be in tough times right now, but don't let that cause you to get sour. Don't blame God and think, why is this happening to me? Look that obstacle in the eye and say, you have met your match with me. I've got victory in my DNA. I will not quit. I will not start complaining. My report is this too shall pass. A new season is coming your way. Winter always gives way to spring. A brighter season is right around the corner. Don't give up on a dream just because you don't see anything happening and it looks dead. Your new season could start tomorrow. You could see things start to blossom in your life this coming week. Things take off in your finances, in your health. Your strength comes back. You feel good once again. What happened? The season changed. Looked like it was never work out, but you stepped into a new season. God has seasons of promotion, blessing, and favor in your future you've never seen before. Now you've got to do your part and get in agreement with God. Anybody can quit. Anybody can get discouraged because it's taken a long time. But it takes a man or woman of great faith to say, it looks like my dreams have died, nothing is going my way, but I am not moved by what I see. I'm moved by what I know. I know I would not have breath to breathe if God didn't have another victory in my future. You can't allow the setbacks of life cause you to get numb and become indifferent. The right spirit says, this may be difficult, but I know I've been armed with strength for every battle. Life may have treated me unfair, but I know God will pay me back for every injustice.